This is my guide to pruning raspberries. Now all canes of raspberries that have fruited need to be cut right back to the ground, so it's one simple rule. But there are differences between pruning summer and autumn fruiting raspberries. Now summer fruiting raspberries are raspberry canes that bear their fruit June, July, August time. So if you've eaten your raspberries before you've taken your summer holiday, then it's likely that you've got summer fruiting types. Whereas autumn fruiting raspberries bear their fruit September, October time. Now the big difference between summer and autumn fruiting raspberries in terms of pruning is that autumn types, and I'll just show you the autumn types I have here. Autumn types raspberries need to be cut right back to the ground because the best raspberries for autumn fruiting types come on new growth. So growth that happens during the summer. So all the old canes can be cut right back as shown here, leaving about 6 inches of the canes just poking up through the ground. So that's it for autumn fruiting raspberries, a relatively easy pruning regime. The difficulty is pruning the summer fruiting raspberries, and in particular identifying which are the canes you should keep and which ones should be cut back. So my guide for doing that is that healthy canes, in other words canes that haven't fruited and will bear the raspberries for the summer to come, have this really rich colour to them. Actually this cane here has got some buds on because I'm shooting this video in March time, but you can see by the nature of the cane, if I just move it here, it's quite bendy and flexible, almost a little yellow, healthy yellow colour. Whereas an older raspberry cane, so this is a cane that's already borne fruit, is a kind of white grey-brown colour, and also it feels different and is a lot less subtle. So if I just bend that over there, you can see that it just folds in my hands, and I could just snap that off easily. So it's not supple, it's quite brittle to the touch. So all the old canes should be cut right back, and you can see I've done that here. And then the new canes I have left to grow. Now the best time to prune summer fruiting types is after they've fruited, so kind of late summer, because that makes it really easy to identify the old canes and the new canes that you should keep. But spring is also a good time, or at least it's another time to do it. Now, here you can see how I support my summer fruiting types. Support is important because when your canes produce leaves April, May time, it's often quite windy weather, at least in this part of the country. So if the canes aren't supported, they can be blown over and potentially break. I support my raspberries between canes with wire strung between, and then I use garden twine just to tie up the canes against the wires here, here and here. So you should have a nice strong support for your raspberry canes. Think about spacing too. If in doubt, cut some of the canes away to allow a nice air gap between them. About 6 inches apart is okay from that regard. Last thing to say is that the raspberry canes should have a good mulch, and here's a mulch I put down just the other day of compost or manure, well rotted compost or manure at their base, that helps keep the moisture in the ground and also provides feed for the plants. So that's it, that's my guide for pruning raspberries. If you want more information, please see my website januaryking2.com.